I'm Cris Mercado, and this is an excerpt of Never Tell a Lie. In the woody backyards of a row of Delaware homes, I lined up twigs, first in order of length. I rearranged them to make shapes. I then took the smallest twig to etch my name by the gas tank cover of a black 1984 Nissan 350Z. It was my uncle's car, the same uncle who was hosting us as we moved to the United States. Lies are simply problem-solving tools. Unfortunately, I caused this problem, and then I said I didn't do it. The scratches on the car said otherwise. An alternating barrage of rubber chinelas and high-pitched yelling came from my mom, as if summoned by the Spanish conquistadors who colonized my birthplace. Then came the flurries of wealth delivered by my dad's leather belt, occasionally led by its brass buckle. My cries of no only fueled it. There was no escape, no triumph. Maybe it lasted for 20 minutes on that day. It ended not with an explanation, but a motto. Never tell a lie, my dad sternly said. Later that night, my parents found out the cost to repair it. The next day was better. The beating only lasted for 10 minutes. Just a year prior, I used to dance during the karaoke nights my dad and his friends hosted in Saudi Arabia. But after etching my name on my uncle's car with that twig in Delaware, the kid breakdancer would never return. Except for report cards and diplomas, the kid with the bifocals would share nothing of personal meaning with his parents. No mention of girlfriends, nor meeting with Hillary Clinton, nor being in a U.S. Supreme Court case, nor being hit by a car. Corporal punishment doesn't instill good behavior in children. It beats the self-esteem out of them. And for me, it simplified the family motto, never tell a lie, to never tell. We stayed in Delaware for less than a year. I'm not sure if that was the plan, but a part of me still feels like I accelerated the move to New York City's Lower East Side. I saw the movie Purple Rain for the first time at my aunt's Lower East Side apartment. It has two scenes in which the kid, Prince's character, is involved in the physical striking of a loved one. Those scenes trigger my memories to this day. Regardless of form or frequency, violence from a loved one lasts forever. I got too many hits, he said to us on a December Saturday night at Madison Square Garden as he abruptly ended a medley of his most well-known songs. It was the third time I would see Prince perform live. It was also the last time I would do so. On April 21, 2016, my friend in Los Angeles, Lucinda, was the first to text me a message asking me if I was okay. News spread that Prince died. My idol had too many hits and developed a coping behavior that killed him. Several weeks later, I was in an Uber to Chanhassen, Minnesota, from the Minneapolis airport. I made a solo pilgrimage to his mansion, Paisley Park. I sat on his piano in Studio B, a piano that looked like the one I saw 6 years earlier on stage at Madison Square Garden. I never told my parents anything about traveling to Minnesota solo. I used to get in trouble as a kid for not telling the truth, but as an adult, I've gotten into my biggest troubles for sharing honesty. Never tell is the average of those two dilemmas according to my immigrant math. On April 20, 2017, Teach for America flew me out to its Entrepreneurs United Conference in Houston, Texas. And the night before my morning keynote, I threw away my script. My keynote would take place exactly 1 year since Prince's death. I told the audience about my last-minute speech change and also told them that if something I said resonated, they should let me know by uttering Prince's trademark high-pitched squeal. A handful in the crowd did just that. And I replaced the ending with a few enduring lines from Prince's hit Cream, which includes, "So you should never ever go by the letter. You're so cool. Everything you do is success. Make the rules, then break them all because you are the best." To date, the squeals from the Teach for America crowd remain my favorite call and response tactic in any speech I have written. And the line about making and breaking rules, or mottos for that matter, is something that will always resonate growing up as an undocumented child. That lyric is for the bold and the beaten down, like the 11 million undocumented Americans who, just like my 6-year-old self-desired, simply want to etch their name and make their mark in a new place they want to call home.